Hi, I'm Jeff, the sound guy with Sound and Light Technicians. Wanted to go over a couple things, basically covering a few basics about soundboards, mixing boards, and cover a little bit about this because a lot of people get thrown into working on these mixing boards and they really don't know, they don't have any experience, they don't know what they're doing, their friends are in a band, and they just kind of learn by the, seat of their pants. So I'm going to do a multi-part series kind of covering about the basics of these boards, help people understand how they work, what the different controls are, and just the basics about them. And hopefully I can help a few people understand and run better sound. All right, now the first thing we want to cover, this one right here in particular, is a 32-channel Soundcraft mixing board. Now it may look exceptionally complicated, but it actually is the same thing repeated over and over and over again. If you look over here, you've got channel 1, and channel 1 has a gain, has an equalizer, also has your this is your aux send group, then here's your left right, and then we've got our subgroupings, mutes, different mute controls. Okay, so the basic thing to remember about a mixing board, if you can memorize one channel and understand what one channel does, it is the same thing repeated over and over and over and over again. The whole mixing board is actually repeated all the way across, and the very end channel is the same as the beginning channel. Just a quick summary of what we got here. We have right here, this is our input, and this is our input sensitivity is what this is called, but this is actually the gain. So this is what actually is your preamplifier that amplifies the microphone inputs, also controls your line inputs and everything else. This is the main volume that comes in, and this is the most critical part as far as making sure that you have a signal that's loud enough but not distorting. Live applications are definitely different than sound recording applications, so I'm covering live applications. Now this here is an equalizer, and the equalizer here, you've got your high frequency, and this is a parametric equalizer. This one has two parametric equalizers. Some boards only have one, some boards only have a high, mid, and low. Then we've got our low frequency here. This board has an equalizer in out, so you can actually kill it. The aux sends, these are normally used in bars, and what these normally do is these things are sent as your monitor. So like this one would be front monitor, rear monitor. If you wanted to add more, this could be center, front, this could be left, this could be right, this could be drums, wherever you need. And you can, on this particular board, you can have up to 6. Now this here is your left, right, and when you are adding these to the subgroups, that also goes in as far as your group 1 and group 2. So if you look over here at your subgroups, here's your subgroup 1 and 2. If you have this pressed over here, 1 and 2, if you fade this way, it will go into only this slider volume here. And these things are set up so that they mix into the main outputs, left, right. So on this particular board, and a lot of boards are becoming more and more sophisticated, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can have up to 8 different subgroupings if you run in a mono signal. Alright, this is a mute. Mutes a whole channel. This one, mute 1, mute 2, mute 3, mute 4. This particular board has mute switches over here, so anything that you actually select as far as a mute 1, mute 2, mute 3, mute 4, you can actually hit that button, and every channel, let's say all the vocals that are selected mute 1, will actually mute all at the same time. It's very convenient, very fast. PFL, this is something that a lot of people use, and this stands for pre-fader level. When you depress this button, it typically shows up on your display, and you get to see how loud the signal is that's actually coming in here. Okay, that is your primary gain signal, and that is your pre-fader level. So that is the signal coming in before the faders. Okay, if you crank up your bass, it's going to crank up your pre-fader level. So that is actually the volume right to here. Okay, so all of this from your gain all the way down to here, when you press the pre-fader level, that will give you your actual total volume input. Alright, I'm not going to get too complicated today. This is going to be a multi-part series. The next part I'm going to explain is equalizers, how the equalizers work, and then later we'll work on the subgrouping and other things. So anyway, if this is useful to anyone, let me know. Love to hear some feedback on this. And thanks a lot. Thanks for watching.